Hey everybody. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Normally, obviously, as most of society is nowadays, obsessed with women and femininity. But today we're going to talk about men and what it means to be a man, how men are oppressed in today's society, and how men can regain some control and also help women understand how we live.
Oppressed.
Okay, maybe not second-class citizens, but we can't behave in a way which befits us.
And so it's no longer socially acceptable to be sexist towards women, to degrade women, to think that women's place is only in the kitchen. You mean that sort of behavior?
Exactly. That's part of it, yes.
That's not oppression. That's just us professing for our rights. We deserve equal respect.
I don't have a problem with that. I just think that things aren't equal.
Okay. Well, you have this opportunity. Tell us all about men. This episode is specifically dedicated to every single man listening out there, and we want to honor your voice. We want to hear from you. What the hell do you really want from us?
Yeah, tell us, Dave, how a woman hurt you so much that you behave this way.
Well, firstly, I'd just like to say, anybody out there wondering or thinking about how they can help, we actually have a charity fundraiser going on. You can donate to menunitetheworldtogether.com. And if you donate to that, we can put it to causes to help men get more equality in the world and to help do workshops with young ladies so they understand the inner workings and machinations of a man's mind.
Angelina, isn't that charity that was just in the news the other day being fraudulent and taking money off rich, old, vulnerable ladies?
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
No,
I think it was on the news as well.
I believe that was a slightly different charity. Wasn't that Men of Europe Unite? This is Men of the World Unite. It's a slightly different charity.
Isn't it doing the same thing, though?
I was not involved in the previous charity.
It doesn't sound like a charity. It sounds like a scam.
I know.
You see, we men try to do something to uplift ourselves, and instantly women are on us, stopping it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's just not get off topic. Dave,
Okay.
can you please tell us what is it that men really want?
Right, well, today we're talking about men and men's issues. We'll be focusing on the mind of a man and what motivates us. In doing so, I'll be bringing one of our guests onto this show, a fantastic colleague and a great young man.
Oh, I didn't know you had a guest.
Yes, I have a lovely guest. He's been somebody that's been supporting me in my masculine enterprises for a long time now.
Ooh.
And I think it's about time he got recognition he deserves. So without further ado, I'd please like to welcome to the stage Rob.
Surprise, bitches! I'm back.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
What's going on? Why is Rob here? Rob's been suspended for bad behavior.
You said that this episode is... You know what, Rob? Get ready, Rob, to cut anything that she says if I say so, because this is my episode.
Gladly.
Right, you said this is my episode, and I could bring a special guest
Yes.
with the special guest payment fund. And so Rob's my special guest, and Rob will be getting paid for this episode, as he deserves.
You're actually paying me more than I did when I was actually employed.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Isn't Rob that person who's been stalking Suman for months and cannot come near her because...
Who are you?
Oh, my name's Angelina. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
She's the new angel, Rob. Not as slutty as the last one, but kind of nice.
Oh, Suman, are you okay? Don't worry, I know some kung fu.
Whoa, no. Don't ask if she's okay. It's about time you need to ask. We're okay.
Excellent, Robert. This is why I brought him on here.
Isn't that right? It's about time.
Exactly.
White, straight men had our say.
Thank you. And red men like myself as well. But I'm fully with you there, Robert. So, Suman, what sort of questions do you have then now that we've got your ex-lover back on the platform?
Well, I won't go that far.
Okay, not lover, but some sort of weird sexual. I don't know, they sent people...
Suman, I'm behind you, girl. If you need anything, I'm there to protect you. Don't worry.
Look, this isn't men versus women. This is about educating women about men.
Yeah,
so...
we want to tell you our needs and what we want.
Exactly.
Look, the whole point of this episode, and I hope we can just try to deliver this for our listeners, besides what's going on behind the scenes, let's just put that all to a side.
Yes.
And let's talk about men and honor their voices. And look, I am wearing blue for men, for you guys, to as a symbol of it's all about you.
Lovely.
More pleasing to the eye.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You look very beautiful,
I
Suman.
find it sculptures the breasts quite well when you wear blue.
What?
You find what?
Sorry, just skip that. Rob, just cut that out, will you?
I thought we were keeping up everything we say in and everything they say out.
In fact, Rob, you're right. Yes, leave that.
I have a feeling I'm gonna lose my mind by the end. But no, my New Year's resolution is to be more patient with Dave.
So what do you want to know then, ladies? Ask away. We want to know about what we do when we're alone or what we think about. How many times we masturbate or how many times we, get with the boys. What do you want to know about?
We just want to get along with you. Currently, talking about men's rights or women's rights seem to be filled with biases and prejudice.
Yes.
I just want this to be honest, humble, and respectful.
So basically all the things women aren't. Honest, humble and respectful. You just named the complete opposite of women.
I was trying to say, let's just not turn this into a war.
Sorry.
Last time, we talked about what women want. And I feel it's only fair that we do an episode about men and what they want with real men.
Yes.
Well, let's just work with what we've got today.
Fuck off.
So, Rob and Dave, help us understand what men want.
What do you want to understand? What do you want to know?
We've got some questions.
Okay,
Questions, which I have brought in. Me and Angelina have done a bit of research, and we have done some surveys.
Mhm.
And these are the things that women struggle to understand about men. So maybe you can.
You've done too much work, Suman. Look, the sole purpose of a female is to please me and satisfactorily and sexually.
Yeah.
How old are you, Rob? Just curious.
Not telling you that.
Well, look, I think some of Rob's ideas are maybe a little bit old school, but essentially what he's saying is completely true.
See?
From our perspective, that's what you're there for. I mean, even from a religious perspective, one could argue that that's what you're there for.
I think both.
Birth my children.
I think you, Dave and Rob, should watch less porn and more go outside and talk with real women. Because I think they have quite an unrealistic opinion about women, fantastical opinion about women.
Well, I think Rob's more talking about ideally what he would like, not necessarily what he will get.
Well, if you can help us understand how you think, decipher your communication style, what your emotional needs are.
I told you, just let me fuck you, and that's it.
Oh my God, Rob, I love the energy you're bringing today. Absolutely wild. I think Rob's the devil right now. I just should sit back and relax. Start doing the buttons.
Right, when I go out, I should have a nice cold pint waiting for me, and a plate of grub.
What's stopping you from doing that yourself? Why do you need a woman to do that for you? Just curious.
Because that's what women are for.
Oh my God, Rob! You need to listen to our last episode, What Women Want. And hopefully, I really pray to God that you can learn to be more empathetic and respect women instead of thinking of them like slaves and objects that are just there to fulfill every desire of yours.
Look, Rob, just cut all this. Just cut all this because let's be honest, the women's episode was pretty shit. It wasn't very informative at all. And you already know those sort of basic stuff about women. I always say if you're hunting, the hunter has to know about his prey. The lion understands the movements of the gazelle.
Are we praise to you?
And the man has to hunt the lady, sexually, romantically speaking. And to hunt the lady, you must know the lady's movements. You must understand her. You, on the other hand, never have to hunt us. You wait like a pretty flower for the man to come along. So you don't know our thoughts and feelings, our emotions. You have no need to.
This is true.
Dave and Rob, I think you forget that the gazelle, her kick can be very painful, so I would be very, very careful about that.
See this, as soon as I start talking about the variation between men and women, instantly she threatens me with violence. Did you see that, people? She threatened me with violence.
I did not threat.
Really
I'm
turns
just...
me on.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I think I could see a little energy between Angelina and Rob here. What about you, Suman?
No. No way. I mean, you know what, Rob? I was really looking forward to meeting you. I mean, Dave said such horrible things about you, called you a stalker, told us that you never get any girlfriend, that you're celibacy for over 10 years.
Dave? Did you actually?
Robert, would you think I would say this about you?
Yeah, I would
He
actually.
said such horrible things about
Yes, he
Rob.
actually stood up for you, not even knowing you, Rob. She really did.
You backstabbing little shit.
Okay, so what else do you want to know, Suman? I mean, genuinely, imagine we're at a bar right now. It's the end of the night,
Mhm.
and we're good friends, and you're asking me all the things that you wish you could have asked any other man, and you really want to know why. What's the deepest question you have? Why do they do this?
I really want to understand what are the most common ways men are misunderstood by women?
Oh, misunderstood. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I want to know this one too. I'm really curious.
Well, okay. You know what? I think we actually like being alone a lot. So I used to say the best part of my relationship was when my girlfriend would sleep on the sofa next to me. I would spend all night playing games and she would just sleep there. Knowing she's there was lovely. Having her awake and talking to me was not lovely. So we like having you around. We just don't want to speak to you and interact with you.
Totally understand that. Time is precious.
Exactly.
Ah,
You guys value giving up your vagina to us. That's what you don't want to give it up easily, do you? And simply, we also don't want to give up our time easily. For our time is our vagina. And women want to take it all the time, and we don't want to give it. Our time is our own.
Basically, yeah. We're playing hard to get, but the other way around.
That's how men feel.
but have you ever told your partner that you want alone time? Because maybe.
Of course.
Oh, you did? Because otherwise they didn't know that they were maybe being annoying.
No, okay. Listen, Angelina. Rob, we'll act this out. Rob, you be the man and I'll be the woman. And you tell me that you want more alone time.
Right. Bitch,
Yes.
fuck off.
Wait, what? Why? You want more alone time? Why don't you love me? Why do you always want to be alone? Why? I just want to sit next to you and spend time with you and talk to you.
Oh, stop talking.
Oh, that's it. You don't love me, do you? You're probably seeing somebody else. Who's this whore you have? Where is she?
Women don't talk like that.
That's basically how every conversation goes.
That sounds like an abusive relationship, not a healthy relationship.
Welcome to relationships.
Okay, I want to just say something to women listening out there.
By the way, Rob, sorry. Just Suman, quick one. Rob, make a note to cut this, by the way, afterwards. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on, Suman. Carry on.
I partially agree with Dave. Look, for a man, it's important for him to have his personal space. And I know so many relationships that have ended, women being too clingy and needy, and it comes from a place of insecurity. Men want to go away and have some time and just be energized by that, but they will come back to you, the ones that obviously love you and really care for you. But if you start being very insecure, you're going to push him away.
No, that is true. And that goes doubly for both sides. I mean, men can be clingy assholes as well.
Yeah, this is true. I am.
Yes, Rob's extremely clingy.
And having alone time does not mean that somebody's ignoring you
Yeah.
or avoiding you. I think many girls think that alone time is.
He's neglecting her, he's ignoring.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We're solitary creatures by nature, you know.
He's like a
Okay.
rubber band, you know, they have to stretch, pull away, and then they'll come back to you.
Which, again, to come full circle, is also the analogy of a vagina.
What's with you and vaginas?
I'm trying to bring some sort of feminine energy to this masculine debate as well, to show that we are not too dissimilar from you.
Yeah. I've got tits.
Too much information, Rob, but
Okay, Rob, what about you? In what ways have you been misunderstood by women?
Well, they always think I'm coming on to them when I'm not. Well, sometimes I am. But, you know, especially at bar or in the shop, I just want to talk to someone.
Well, I think the problem there, Rob, is rather than coming on them, you should just go up and talk to them.
Well,
oh, are you lonely, Rob? You seem very lonely.
it's alright, I've got my pigeons.
Pigeons? Oh, that's sweet.
No, they're not.
Oh,
No, he doesn't. They're not pigeons as pets. He sells them for meat.
what? You're joking.
He's a pigeon farmer, aren't you, Rob?
I'm very poor after Dave took every single penny I've ever
Sorry
owned.
about that, by the way.
No, you're not.
Oh, Dave, how could you do that to somebody?
Well, yes, but I did get him this job right now, and he's getting what? What are you getting? $5,000 for this? Rob, is that right?
Oh, just a moment, Suman. Are we not all equally paid for this?
Yeah, obviously, everybody's equal.
Oh, but interestingly, haven't all our special guests been women?
Because that is inequality.
Mm-hmm.
No, of course not. I didn't intentionally pick female guests because I don't like men. That's not what I'm not like that, guys. I'm doing an episode dedicated to men, and I'm even tolerating Rob.
Wow.
Well, sorry, I'm not tolerating Rob. I mean, I'm very appreciative that he's here, and yeah, thanks, Dave, for bringing him
Yes, I bet you're very glad that I brought him. Do you know what, Rob? Let's turn this on Suman, because I've been following her very closely in recent weeks, and I know that Suman has been looking for a man.
You didn't tell me about this.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about that, Dave. It's rather personal, and I know I've overshared in this podcast, but some things are just best left unsaid. However, one thing I do want to talk about is my experience on the dating app, specifically scrolling through profile pictures. And as we have talked about in one of our previous episodes called Profile Pictures, the way somebody takes their pictures, the angles, the poses, the filters reveal a lot about their personality and their motivations. So, what I noticed when I scroll through these profile pictures of men on dating apps is a pervasive air of uncertainty and insecurity in the demeanor of these men. I'm talking about those awkward angles, hands on face while they're attempting to look
She's a
cool.
fucking psychologist now.
And then there's the holiday picture phenomena, posting highlights to make it seem like your life is a party every day. You guys need sharpness and directness in your profile pictures.
Oh, do we?
So don't worry about stylizing your photos. Just be yourself. Just do a very simple, straightforward, medium shot looking right into the camera, and at the very least, a genuine smile. Just be yourself.
You want a photo of him on the toilet having a shit or something, do you?
No, but you know what you should never do? The classic group photos with handsome maids.
Standard rules. Never post a photo on your dating app with someone who is more attractive than you in the photo. Make sure you're posting with uggos, people.
Yeah, and also make sure your photos are not blurry, unclear. Don't put too many filters on as well. Just have it very natural.
Wait, I'm sorry, Rob, just cut this. Oh, is this just Suman bashing men on Hinge, or has she got a point?
No, I have a point.
It's no wonder they're not getting a date if you keep analysing and going through all this crap.
Preach, brother, preach.
Excuse me, she's not bashing anybody. I mean, in the last podcast, we were talking about women and how they post unnecessary pictures. So
Yeah.
it's only fair.
We're constructive criticizing, not insulting.
Just go and be a lesbian.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you. Say it like it is. Now, we're here to discuss men, and you're here to ask questions, not to berate about Hinge profiles carrying fishes and, men hiding their faces and being wankers.
Okay, Dave, fair enough. I'll ask you a question. I'm very curious.
It's 8 inches.
What is?
Sorry, I was just a little joke of mine.
Okay. I wanted to ask you
Is
why.
that how tall you are?
Yes, I'm 8 inches tall. Yes, exactly.
Amazing. Let's just to clarify for all.
Just
the
to clarify, I'm 8 inches tall,
listeners. Mhm.
Oh, you're so little.
about a quarter of an inch long.
Okay.
Is that all?
Anyway,
Yes.
will we stop talking about the inches, please?
Sorry,
I
cut
wanna...
that. Go on, Angelina.
Dave, why do some men, when you go on these dating
Mm-hmm.
apps, take a picture in front of an expensive car or
Yes.
bike, and then it turns out it's not even theirs?
I know,
It's like
right.
somebody else's
So,
car.
Please.
Angelina,
Oh my
no,
God.
calm down. I know
What's
that
the
you're.
point of that picture?
Listen.
You're lying.
I can hear your tampons are getting in a
Makes
twist.
me look rich, doesn't it?
Sorry, Rob, say it again.
It makes me look rich, doesn't it? It's the life I wish I was on.
Yeah, but it's fake.
Oh, Rob, cut her right now because we're talking about fakeness. Women, fake eyelashes, fake breasts, fake hair, fake makeup, fake lips, fake ass.
We have real problems, unlike you.
Now, I would like to make a serious point, though. You have to understand that we are doing the things that we know women look for. For instance, women look for economic status. They want to know that when they see a man on Hinge or Tinder or Bumble, he has a certain amount of wealth. We're not talking millions.
But you
But
don't.
you, Suman, have you got makeup on right now? Do you have makeup on and eyelashes on? Oh, you don't, do you? Oh, I see. And do you ever, do any of your friends ever do that? Do any of your friends have extensions or high heels or perhaps some plastic surgery? Yes. Oh, those boobs aren't yours, are they? Oh, no. Deception. We're all deceiving, Suman, just in different ways. Women like men who have wealth, so of course men will pretend they're wealthier than they are. And you meet them in real life after the first date of Hinge, and she's a fucking munter.
Okay,
Okay.
Mic drop.
I just
fair,
want to
fair enough. Sorry, Suman, I'll have to interrupt you.
go on.
Okay, if I see a guy with an expensive car, I don't really care because I'm not really interested in cars. Like, for example, I don't know the difference between a cheap and expensive car. If it runs, it runs. That's the most important thing.
I agree, Angelina. I do understand that. And obviously, there's always going to be some saintly women, right? You might not care about cars, and that's true. But then again, lots of women do. Just like not all men like large breasts. However, Suman and Angelina, I think you can both say that it doesn't matter how much a man earns. If your man right now earned 15 grand a year, you would not like that. You would want him to have at least 40K. Right, so let's not fucking pretend we're not impressed by money, okay? Because if I came out now and put fucking £1 million down, you'd be right knocking at my door now.
No.
You would.
Exactly. She'd be knocking us off right now,
You
Rob.
would.
That's only women that are, what do you call them? What's the term?
That's the majority. That's the majority of women, Angelina.
She means gold diggers.
Yeah, absolute gold diggers. Yeah, that's the word.
I think you
No,
misconstrue me.
I'm not.
So, the reason why I ain't got anyone, is it because I'm on universal credit? Is that the real reason why?
Exactly, Rob.
That's not true. I think the reason, Rob, with all due respect, the reason why you haven't found a girlfriend because you're not really truthful, are you? I mean, you stalk people online. That's
Wow.
a no-no. That's horrible. I mean, that's really frightening.
Okay, just to prove a point that not all women are after money, I will go on a date with Rob.
Oh my God.
I'll accompany you. I will go with you. I'll sit at a table behind.
It's not a threesome. It's not a threesome, this, you know.
It's not a free. Listen,
Well-
I have to protect Suman, so I will sit a little bit further, have my glasses and my hat.
Wait, so you're going to be stalking them like some sort of sexual deviant, watching every move?
Okay, Dave. Do you want to come with me? We can go together, and you can look after Rob. I'll look
I
after
don't want to
Suman.
watch their shit little weird date.
Oh, we can have ice cream together. Come on. It will be
Wait, so
fun.
you're asking me on a date?
Yes, I am. Do you want to hear it? Yes.
But you're married,
No, I'm not.
I'm not married.
aren't you? I thought you were with Dave.
That's the
Oh,
other
goodness,
angle, you
no.
fucking arsehole.
That's Angela.
History will be repeating itself shortly, I'm sure.
Let me just say right now, Angelina, I have to say that I would absolutely love to go to ice cream with you and carry on our debate some more.
Okay, but it's just a friendship date, nothing
Well,
else.
that's how all good relationships start. So let's just see what happens.
Okay, so it's decided me and Rob will go on a date, and Angelina and Dave will go on a date too. And we will prove that we're not after money because none of you have any money.
Oh my God, Suman, you should promote your podcast on those dating apps.
Dave, that's not why I'm there.
Sorry, just to clarify, Suman is not looking for that. She's a very good lady who's looking for a very caring, soulful, and nurturing man to whisk her off her feet.
He's right here.
Yes, and it's Rob. Honestly, I really believe that. When you go on this date, I think you and Rob will absolutely connect.
Oh, it's too late, I've moved on.
Oh,
Come on, Rob. Wait, what?
wait.
I've moved on. Like, it's in the past.
Moved on from what? We were never in a relationship. We haven't even been to the date.
Well, according to yours, Suman, you probably were in a relationship. You only need to message twice to be in a relationship with Suman.
Yeah, that's another question. Why do some men think they are in a relationship when they're actually not. Can you explain that to me, Dave?
Can you elaborate, please? I don't quite understand because I've experienced it from the other way around, where all of a sudden I look round and I realise I've been trapped in a relationship and I thought I was still single. So what do you mean there, Angelina? Could you just elaborate a bit more, please?
Okay, well, let's just say that the other day I was with a nice neighbor of mine called Paul. I met her. We're having knitting lessons together in a club. Anyway, he told me that there is this gentleman that she met recently, and they're only friends and all. So they sometimes go for walks together because they both have dogs, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's been about a month, and the other day he brought an engagement ring and asked her to marry him, and they never even kissed. And she was so confused. And then when she said...
Is this for real?
Yeah, this is for real.
Well, I'm sorry now because I might offend some real people, but that guy's a fucking weirdo.
Well, yeah, but guys like that really do appear.
Of course there are some guys like that. But it's not the majority, is it? It's not. I mean, me and Robert never fucking proposed to anybody.
But anyway, my poor friend, she was so confused and she kind of tried to reject him in a polite way. Well, anyway, he became very...
She should have told him to fuck off.
Well, she's very polite. Anyway, she was very uncomfortable and he was so angry that now she has a protective order against him.
Oh dear.
Wait, and just to clarify, they never bumped uglies or kissed or even a little hand job or
No,
something?
they never kissed. They never. The furthest they went is they went on a dinner, and that's it. But it was like a friendship dinner.
Right, okay.
A lot of emotionally broken men will jump the guns because they have a lot of unmet needs. They have been walking on an emotional desert for so long. So once they get emotional connection with somebody, they think, oh my god, it's love.
Yeah.
Do you know what? There is some truth in that, right, Suman? I'll give you a little bit there. There's a little bit of a nugget of truth in there. And men are deprived of affection.
Yeah, they are.
Nobody cares about men.
All we want is to be loved. We just want to be loved.
Rob, can I ask you a
Oh.
question?
Rob,
Yeah.
don't
When
cry.
was the last time you had any physical intimacy with anybody?
Oh, don't ask that. That's intimate.
Not
questions.
sex. I'm talking about a handhold, a hug, a lingering look, a kiss on the cheek, a meaningful touch.
Not since I was 9 years old from my mother.
Exactly.
Oh.
You know, it's been a long old time for Robert. And Rob, unfortunately, is like a lot of other men.
It hurts.
Oh, Rob, I'm so sorry. I mean, I thought you were an asshole, but now I really feel sorry for you.
We're all very lonely deep inside, but we try to mask it very well.
Yes.
I know that a lot of men do, but look, with all my research on understanding human behavior, I can't help but sense so much uncertain energy from these men who I'm speaking to, and I confront them with it. And this is when things take on a turn to a dead end. All I ask is just be yourself. Don't do anything or say anything which isn't true to you, whether it's a profile picture or things you do, things you have.
Like a 12-inch penis.
Don't say it if you don't have it. Sooner or later, the women will find out.
That's another thing I wanna. Sorry, Suman. Dave,
Yeah.
another this is the third question that I've observed.
No, give it. I'm enjoying it, Angelina. It's very nice. Very nice.
No, well, this is a podcast about men and their needs, so I mean, I guess you're an expert. Anyway,
Yes.
why do men lie about their genitals?
Well, there's a two-part question there. Firstly, having a large penis is both a sign of health and high testosterone. Obviously, the main reason is going to be your genetics. So you could have high testosterone and good health. Secondly, I think there's a thing they said, evolutionary speaking, where you're all naked, aren't you? Walk around the jungle or whatnot. So there was a sort of, I don't know, a preference among women for the larger penis men. Secondly, I think that naturally our main base need on Earth is to mate as much as possible as a man. And so you have to be obsessed about genitals if you're going to be obsessed about mating. Yes?
Sex on the brain.
Now, Dave and Rob, what you're not understanding, unfortunately, there are some men who will come to a first date and they will be like, oh, hello, my name is Bob, and by the way, I have a big penis.
Yes?
Great, that's really what I've been looking for. No! The woman is gonna run away, or she's gonna tell the waiter to call the police.
Exactly.
Yes, but I mean, sometimes, look, that's not really a question of men and women. That's just more, some people don't have the ability to communicate properly with other humans. And I
But
think
that's the issue. There's a lot of men who don't know how to communicate.
Well, look, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, we're
okay?
lacking in communication skills. I think most of it is a deep-rooted anxiety.
Yes.
Well, that's a good answer. Thank you, Rob.
Okay, so from a man's perspective, why do you think I have been unsuccessful in finding somebody? What am I doing wrong?
You need to shoot a lot lower. You need to be aiming for around your level, the 2s out of 10s, the 3s out of 10s. The bottom of the barrel, the scum, the scuzz. That's what you need to be scraping up and devouring, because let's face it, Suman, you're no spring chicken. And spring chickens don't get choice cuts of meat. You'll be lucky to get a 3-incher at this rate.
Bloody hell.
Dave, that's a very rude thing to say. Suman is a very beautiful, intelligent, and talented young lady. And I mean, why would you say such a thing to her? That's really rude.
Okay, can we just say this? Off the record, Rob, look at me right now.
Yeah.
I need you to cut this.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm about to say, you have to cut. It can't remain in.
Promise.
Suman, I think you're a very attractive lady.
Oh, I say.
So you can do well. But I think you should aim lower.
What?
Much lower to ensure success. Then you can dominate your man. If you go
Plus,
for a high...
if you're narcissistic, got a big ego and full of vanity, going for someone worse looking than you, makes you feel better about yourself.
Exactly,
That's
Suman.
such a horrible thing to say. That's such a... Suman, do not listen to them. That's horrible advice
I
because
think that's good advice.
It happens. It happens, Angelina.
I'll tell you something. Well, this Paula lady I met, she's a really attractive lady. She's in her 50s now, but what, are you into MILFs?
Yes, I'm a gilf.
Anyway, partner that is not as attractive will, worship the more attractive partner, be nice to them. That's not necessarily true. I mean, sometimes they can be even worse because they're jealous.
Look, physical attraction is how you initially become attracted to each other, but it's the mental attraction that is going to sustain the relationship.
Yes.
So that's why what I meant by making good first impression is not just about looks, but it's how somebody carries themselves, the impression that they make. If you're posing with cars, guns, you're going to make somebody feel quite intimidated by the poses and the looks.
Oh, yes, the guns is an issue. I
Oh,
think.
yeah, I asked somebody, so tell me about yourself. He said 3 things: guns, cars, gym.
Interesting.
Was he American by any chance? Apologies to all Americans out there.
Yes, he was.
He was. Oh, let me guess. He was from Texas.
I don't know. We didn't go that far, Angelina.
Oh, good.
He was honest.
He was honest, but he sounds a bit dangerous.
Yes, a dangerous douche, I'd say. Rob, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How are you feeling emotionally hearing these women talk about men and what they have to say?
Feeling a bit better. Like I'm understanding myself a bit more now. I know what I need to be, what I need to achieve to be, to present the best version of myself to the ladies.
Aww.
Amazing. And this just goes to show why the work we're doing at Unite Men Worldwide is so important. We're there to support men through difficult times and to make sure you give men like Rob a voice to speak out and better themselves, both emotionally, mentally, sexually, and
Donate
physically.
to me to make me feel good.
Just a bit of a
100%.
disclaimer.
Just cut, Suman. All donations will 100% go to all the men needed. So please look inside your hearts, your wallets, your homes, and donate graciously.
You sound like an MLM scammer. Just saying.
What's an MLM scammer?
Multi-level marketing?
No, this is a charity to help men.
Pyramid scheme. Yeah, but you do sound like those
Well, I
cult
can't
leaders.
help what I sound like.
Well,
You sound sexy.
Just a disclaimer that this podcast is not endorsing anything to do with Dave or what he has set up. Just do your own research.
Not endorsing, but it is promoting.
No.
do not join any of his cults. I'm repeating.
Yes, we're all about men's mental health and advocating for that. But please don't fall for these scams, people.
So, guys, that was part one. Wait for a quick advert, and if you'll be back for part two.